Scale guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are continuing on with, of course, our raid freaking trend. We have got more raid weapons to go over from the Root of Nightmares, of course, raid itself, the Ron raid, and with it brings a brand new trace rifle to the game called Acasia's Dejection. Now, the Acasia's Dejection, this is a solo trace rifle, so I know people will already hit me with the, oh, another one, we already have the retreat path. Yeah, I do get that, but what makes this really nice is that it will have all those juicy raid sort of art and traits and everything, and I can get some banger freaking rolls. Now, this is the roll I did get. I by no means have a god roll or anything like that, but of course I gotta grind it out and everything, so I will be going to get a god roll of this, and of course this will be craftable because of course it is a raid weapon, which they are all craftable. But you will see on the screen all the rolls you can get. So you can get the Envious Assassin. You can get Reconstruction on this. Rewind rounds. I always get that name wrong. But Reconstruction is going to be freaking nutty on this. And then you see in the main, like the daddy perk sort of slot, you can get that new power called Infinity, which as I said is insane, especially with light-based subclass. You can get Target Lock on a Trace Rifle, which is nuts because you're going to be hitting a lot of shots. You can get Incandescent. This thing has some banger freaking rolls for a Trace Rifle. As I said, this thing, it should be good, and also it looks hella beautiful. I mean, oh my god, some of these raid weapons just look sick, but oh baby, this one looks so nice. So the Acasia's Dejection, this thing could actually be really freaking dope, especially in a meta where I honestly will say special ammo is pretty easy to find in PvE. Trace rifles are no slouches. These things can rack out. We're gonna showcase that with some PvP and some PvE. So without further ado, let's go to some PvP with the Acasia's Dejection. Alrighty, so we are going to be on the Radiant Cliffs with the Corsair Acacias, and this should be pretty nice. Now, I will say Trace Rifles definitely aren't... Oh, okay, Yeti, could you just stop, please? But I will say, Trace Rifles definitely aren't, I'd say, like, the meta or anything in PvP. Like, they're not bad, and they can wreck out, especially because they're kind of laser beamish, so when you do get your shots in and hit headshots, you can absolutely melt people, but I definitely will say that people will still 100% rather go for other freaking weapons. Like, more, I'd say... bang for your buck weapons, but as I said, they ain't bad when they kind of go in. One thing you will struggle for though, because these are an absolute bullet hose, you will struggle for the old freaking oh, we'll get this guy. Oh my god, we're actually racking out. But you will struggle for ammo. Ammo is definitely one of the key things you're gonna struggle for, and that's a freaking oh, that's a drang with the Unitas Warriors. Okay, we're not getting that dude. He's just gonna keep sliding into my DMs and waste all my ammo. But yeah, the ammo economy on these weapons is definitely one of the worst. Now, it used to be really bad when... Oh, I have an LMG on. Oh my god, buddy, please. Did not realize I thought I had a freaking rocket. But yeah, because this is 1000 RPM, it uses a lot of bullets fairly freaking quick. And it takes about 20-ish bullets to get a kill, I would say. It's like 17 a Domsky, but obviously, you're gonna hit a couple of body shots here and there. Now, buddy, I know you have a shotgun, and no, get out from behind your wall. Thank you. I don't care. We used all our freaking ammo, but we had to. I was not letting that guy freaking survive. But yeah, I'll use about 20 bullets or whatever to get a kill. Usually in around 20 to 25. That's why you get 50, obviously, in the mag and everything. But you could obviously... It'll probably take a couple more if you're missing whatever. And that was, as I said, one of the biggest things was that the ammo economy isn't great. And also, because it's not like other specials where it can just insta one-tap, can you, this guy just stop with the freaking drying Anitas? This thing is so obnoxious to freaking kill. But yeah, because it's not a one-shotty sort of weapon, people won't use that as a freaking thing. Because hand cannons, they won't out-TTK you, but they're able to. That's the problem, is that you can get absolutely blasted by other primary weapons where you don't really have a chance, which, as I said, it kind of does go against the whole freaking weapon. So I do understand why people won't use trace rifles in PvP, because, I mean, it's taking your special slot, and also... there is probably better weapons you can kind of go in with. As I said, this guy has a hand cannon. And he's kind of ranging me. I'm not going to lie now, buddy. Where? Oh my god, he freaking died. And now I have to use an actual freaking... I have to use a sidearm meta, boys. I can't even kill this stupid guy. But yeah, that was just case in point there. The guy was pretty far away, so I'm getting range fall off and everything. And also, they just kind of dip on you when you're trying to kill them. As soon as they kind of see the trace rifle going in, they just have to kind of disappear for a couple of seconds, which, as I said, is the reason that... I wouldn't say it sucks, but it definitely goes against the weapon being like a meta weapon or meta pick or anything like that. As I said, there's just other weapons in the game right now that can... Oh my god! Oh my god, I actually killed him! Oh man, it's so good to kill people when you get dove on like that. And oh, that is a freaking thunder crash somewhere in my booty. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's the bullet spam. It just freaking wastes so much ammo, and especially if no one's running ammo with you, you're just so screwed. Oh, there's gonna be dude who's gonna slide in. Oh my god, it's the stupid ass freaking Drang guy. But that's what I mean. That Drang, I missed like probably 2 bullets, and that Drang nerdy shredded me. I know Drang is a little bit freaking weird when it comes to... Bro, what is going on right now? But no, Drang is a little bit weird when it comes to PvP anyway, in terms of he can absolutely annihilate you. But I'll definitely say that there's reason people won't really use this in trials, whatever, or anywhere. And bro, really? This guy's teabagging, running around underneath his Drang. But there's a reason people won't use this in trials, obviously, unless it was laser tag weekend again. Even if you use things that... I had a Hollow Denial, which of course had killing tally, and you could get the damage buff going in that. But even still, it's like a glorified auto rifle, which, as I said, as a special weapon, it just doesn't fly for PvP. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, you can do work, but I can't see this beating out any other special weapon in the game. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the PvE side of things, of course, with our Dejection. Not Disjunction, boys, before people start getting mad, because that name gives you chills. But obviously the Dejection itself, it actually isn't bad. In PvE, it will be a lot easier to kind of get that frenzy roll going, which, as I said, is going to be really dope. And of course, in PvE, it's definitely easier to kind of get... It's definitely easy to get special ammo going anyway. Just put on some special ammo finders and you have a freaking whale of a time. I'm not gonna lie. This Trace Rifles PvE, they're actually pretty fun now. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely torched. But I will definitely say that if I was going to use a Trace Rifle PvE, apart from like the select few or maybe the select rows in terms of, as I said, incandescent and everything, I think there's just like the exotics will probably do a little bit better. Now granted, this is kind of like a... I'd say this is like a legendary Prometheus lens. That's the best way of looking at it, with incandescent and rewind rounds. Man, it's a tongue twister, I'm telling you. And oh my god, this thing can't break your shields. But yeah, with the right roll, you can definitely kind of look at this as like a Prometheus lens sort of light or legendary. As I said, you can kind of get your ammo back consistently with either reconstruction or if you want. And wait, joining allies, I'm right here. What the... No game, where am I gonna join to? Right beside them? Thanks, you spawned me where I just was. What? Oh, game is screwing me over right now, and I'm nearly out of freaking ammo. But yeah, when it comes to the weapon, I actually do really like it. As I said, if you get that roll, you can definitely get like the reconstruction, incandescent, of target lock, affinity, or paracausal affinity. There's a couple of rolls on this I would say would be super dope for the LPVE arena. As I said, this is more of a PvE weapon. I think Trace Rifles nowadays kind of are. I think they don't really want them to be too strong PvP because they're very easy to use, and in the right hands you can laser people pretty freaking consistently. So they're probably very afraid of making them super OP in PvP, which is fine. As I said, not every weapon has to be god tier PvP, but PvE, this is definitely where it will come in a lot more, like a lot more clutch. For me, I will say though, when it comes to Trace Rifles, Void ones kind of just, they hit a little bit better, and then like the Arc ones because of Vault Shot and volatile rounds. Incandescent isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but I just think that the Void ones just go in a little bit more in PvE, as I said. And same with the Arc. Vault Shot and freaking Arc Trace Rifles, it is super fun just to see everything get freaking melted or freaking electrocuted so quickly. As I said, incandescent isn't bad, and it's probably most desirable, but there's probably other weapons that could kind of do it. So if you go with a miter or whatever, which can do damage, because as I said, it's like a glorified auto rifle. So if you're looking for damage and you want a special weapon, this won't really be it. I would love if they actually made Trace Rifles freaking primaries again. I think it would make them so much more, I'd say, usable. People would definitely use them a lot more often. Obviously, I'll take the auto rifle spot, but if these were primary weapons, my good god, would Trace Rifles be in a league of their freaking own? They'd be so freaking juicy. It's just... ammo economy is definitely just like one of the worst parts for this. Like you see, I'm nearly out of ammo again. I'm just spamming it, but it's legit chugs through the ammo. Well, that is it from me and the Acacia's Dejection. As I said, this is a Trace Rifle, so I know at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to give me, yeah, but Trace Rifles are just ass. And I will say, compared to other weapons in the game right now, they're kind of struggling to find a place, unless you're going for complete ad clear and everything, which it can be really dope for. It just struggles when it comes to ammo economy, because as I said, without real, like, obviously PvE, it's fine, but PvP especially, it's just so bad for ammo. PvE can be great when you have the scavenger mods going and everything, and keep it going consistently, but it's severely outclassed by its exotic components. Now, don't get me wrong, this can be like a mini freaking Prometheus lens with the right build, but when you got things like an Aegir Scepter or freaking Wave Splitter right now, with volatile light and everything, it's just like a no-brainer that you're gonna want to use them. I know they're exotic and people were like, yeah, but then you're using an exotic shot. I get that, but they are so freaking good at what these excel at, like in terms of eye clear and everything, that it makes it kind of, I wouldn't say boring, but it makes it harder to say use these freaking this Trace Rifle PvE, because even though you can get incandescent and everything, you want to ignite target lock, paracausal affinity, The damage can be really nice on them, but you'll be better off with doing more damage with like a waveform grenade launcher with auto loading or something like that, disruption break. In the special slot that do well though, that it's kind of hard to say use a trace rifle because it's kind of like a glorified sort of auto rifle. You can get probably auto rifles with incandescent as well. They won't do as much damage, but when they do hit, they will kill things, make everything explode, and do the same sort of scorch. So as I said, PvE, it can be really, really fun. You can get some dope-ass rolls. And the reason I would say to get this one especially will be because, as I said, it's like a baby Prometheus lens. And the trace rifles ever do get a big-ass buff in PvE in terms of how much damage they do, especially the legendary ones. It will be insane, so it's good to get patterns kind of going for it then. But overall, I will say the Dejection. If you're not the biggest raider in the world, I wouldn't say you're missing out on too much. Like PvP especially, you're never really missing out in PvP if you're getting a trace rifle. Because as I said, these are by nowhere near the freaking meta. Even on console, I know they can laser beam, but you can nearly get out time to kill by a lot of primary weapons. So even at that stage, people won't use this as a special. But as I said, PvE, it can be really dope. I'm not crapping on these completely. I'm not saying they're useless or anything. I just think that in the game currently, there is better stuff to use. So, but regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. I don't want to see more content. Subscribe for the last day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.